So, last game did not do too terribly well between two evenly ranked teams. So we'll see how I can do against 80 overall New York Giants. So I'm fairly certain I'm going to lose this game. Because I should have won against the LA Chargers, but I made some pretty stupid decisions. Cost me the game. So that's not going to change against the New York Giants. Either I'm going to make smart choices or I won't. So let's see how it goes. Got a pretty decent rookie quarterback that, you know, he's got some potential for sure. He's definitely got some potential there. DeForest Buckner, Julio, actually gone down a bit. So. Marlon Mack was not very productive last game either. Baker 4 interception. It's got like the worst quarterback rating in the NFL.
From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey.
That's right. So I'm taking on the New Jersey Giants.
Week 3 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports.
Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go to wrap up a great Sunday of football. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They will be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner back in 2016. Always a handful to contain, Lamar Jackson.
And what a sophomore season he had for the Cardinals. Pretty much swept every major quarterback award, including the Heisman Trophy. And we spend a lot of time talking about his legs. Formidable. He can run the ball like few others, but the key to everything for him is ability to be accurate from the pocket.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped
There we go,
behind the
Buckner.
line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Jackson from the shotgun. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And here's Hoff-Richter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
All right,
And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here come the Bengals now to take over. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
It's okay if I give him a few props right here. Do you mind?
I think he's earned it. Go ahead.
Okay, how about a guy who was a 2-time walk-on, who later became a 2-time Big 12 Player of the Year, has the most touchdown passes in Big 12 history with 129, a Heisman Trophy into his credit, and took his team to the college football playoff semifinal.
That's turning something into nothing. I mean, it's 2 yards.
And he'll get it up here to 35.
More complete passes by Baker Mayfield
That catch
than the rest of the preseason combined.
Brandon,
Really.
perfect defense
That's
in
not
this
true.
situation
No points.
would have meant that there was an
Pretty
incompletion that
good.
would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And
Literally
as he dragged
3
across
playmakers.
each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each
There we
defender.
go.
Ended up making a nice
There we go,
play,
Marlon.
even though it was complete.
It's a first down on a gain
Getting
of
some
10.
grease on
But
the-
one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And some room to roam now. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
Bad block.
Dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the gun, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A pick up of 5 that time and a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Third and long for Mayfield. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mack. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and out. And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
The ball carrier. tackled at the
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals 7, Giants 0.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
This is fielded at the 27. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Marlon Mack now heading back out there. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And he's going to be
brought them into the
scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
8 yards.
They go play action. Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
It's a gain of 20.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. From the gun, it's Jackson. And able to find Alan Lazard. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done. Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run.
And he's going to be taken down.
That's
back
swagger.
on the 35-yard line.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After the sack on first down, Jackson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
Secondary always
The
fails.
Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts
really understand
as
why
they'll
they
stop
always
it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Jackson.
There you go, secondary.
Down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
Throw.
Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board
So
here
far,
at
it seems like it's kind of what you would
14-3.
expect.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
30 seconds.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Marlon Mack now heading back out there. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. through the air first. Maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on. And then there will be running lanes to find later.
Try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
First down.
Julio might be wide open.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Bengals.
I want to throw the ball. I'll throw it to Julio, but not many good plays for Julio.
On first and 10, Mayfield. He completes it to Julio Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The throw will line out Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's second down.
Second down and 10.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will do it for this first half. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair, and he says, "Would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter?" And I look, well, all right, never mind. Third quarter action now. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Come on,
and
please.
not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Staying on the ground with Mack. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down, Bengals.
This is Mack on the counter, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage. On third down, Mayfield. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. Fourth down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further.
20. Giants 3.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter.
All right, Buckner, time to win games if
you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it, makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Jackson looking sideline, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 44.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Randy Gregory.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay.
Showing up when you
I
need
agree
to.
with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And some nifty footwork that time. It only amounts to a couple of yards, but could have been stopped before that.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Mayfield off the play fake. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And the lead is now 24. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score.
Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports.
27, Giants 3.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's the backup Simeon. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game,
Just shifted them over. Still playing my starters.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter.
I should have... Yeah, there's... Should not be my starters there. Let's see. Turner and... Yeah, there's... Let's see. Ah. That's why they're in.
There, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, it's hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That catch good for only a couple. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. McKinnon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
Oh, shit.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A 23-yard.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
30. Giants 3.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
Antonio Callaway on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. Out of the gun, Simeon. Inman has it over the middle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To the air again, Simeon. Finds the open target, Arnold.
Simeon's pass complete.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Arnold. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, Simeon. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Complete.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Inman able to bring it in. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Another good completion on the drive. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. And the lead is down to 20. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
On play action, they'll throw. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
All right, well,
Win
that
in the National
I
Football
don't
League,
think
Charles, you
it's
never
too
take
terribly
that for
realistic.
granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it.
But,
and you know you prime
it was
the
a game.
pump all week in your own home facility.
So
No one
that's
thinks
that.
we can do
Preseason
this.
game number
Only
2
people who
done.
believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that's a wrap.